Hi everyone, this is Christina from Card Creations and More by C. This is my first video, and tonight we are going to make a card with an owl from the Create a Critter, as well as a sentiment, some ribbon, and some bling. So we should have fun here. Now I've already started with my card base, which is half of an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. And I'm scoring it like I already have it scored, so it's going to be 5.5 by 4.25, and we're going to make the card this way. So we've got that ready. The next thing I want to do, this is my layer for on top of the card, and I want to punch using this Fiskars. It's actually a punch that's meant for ribbon, and we're going to use it to make little slots for our ribbon. Now this size paper, which is 4 by 5 1/4, lines up perfectly, leaving 3 spaces on each side of the punch, so it's centered. And then I'm going to slide it down. If you've never used a border punch, you just basically slide it down and line up the pattern, and then you do the same thing on the other side. And I missed one, figures. I went out too many. Sometimes when I switch sides of the punch, I go out too many. So when you're done, you get something like that, and we're going to use that pattern with our ribbon. Now what I like about this one is it's going to leave one in the middle that's going to be open, and the rest are going to be in use. So that's going to be perfect. Now I want to use a Cuttlebug folder on most of that mat, but not quite all of it. I don't have a Cuttlebug. I actually have the Ellison Big Shot, which is very heavy. The Cuttlebug looks a lot lighter to me. Hopefully this is in the frame so you can see it. We're going to use this Cuttlebug folder, and what I want to do is put it in with only about I'm just trying to make it an even amount on each side. Okay, we're going to leave it sticking out like that, and we're going to run it through the Cuttlebug. And this works the same way. The little cutting pad things here are the same size as the Cuttlebug, and it wheels through just like the Cuttlebug. It's just the Big Shot. This is why I haven't justified buying a Cuttlebug yet, because this thing works with my folders. And then we have our embossed paper, and it looks wonderful. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Just realized I wanted to keep a timer going, and I've already started without it, so I'm going to go ahead and start it now for a little bit less time. The first time I tried to make a video for you guys, I went way over. I was into 2 full memory cards and I wasn't done, so I prepped a lot of my stuff this time. Now, what we're going to do, I've got 2 pieces of ribbon separated. And what we're going to do is you're going to start through this hole, and you're going to leave a little bit at the end like that. And you can fix it actually after. And then we're going to weave it up through the end one and then down through the next one. And then we're going to weave up the next slot and down through the next one. Okay, like that. See how that's turning out? Really nice. Hopefully you guys can see. And then we're going to go up through one more and down. Now, the next one is actually the middle slot, so I would leave about that much off of the end. And then we're going to just come up this slot and leave it. Now, on the back, we're going to take a little bit of ATG gun and put, that didn't even work. There we go. Put a little bit right there, and we're just going to wrap it right behind and you won't even see it because it's just hooked behind it all. You can't even tell. Okay, so we'll get that out of our way. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So come up, go back down. Now this just takes a little bit of coordination. Let's see. I really like this brown and yellow together. And I really like this border punch. This was the first time I actually made my mother a birthday card that's going to publish later on this week using the same style. There's only one slight difference in the card. And I liked it so much that I decided I would make this with my first video. Okay, this is hard because I've got to keep this out of the way. It's basically just because the angle I'm working at right now for the camera is different than what I'm used to. Oh, that's something for the card blog. I have that little chime every time I get a card blog email. Okay, now we want to make sure we have just enough at the end again to put ATG. Oh, wait a minute, something's twisted. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Alright, there we go. I got twisted up behind. Silly thing. Okay, perfect. Now, I'm going to put just a little bit more of this out. Okay, ATG. I just got my ATG gun like a week ago, and I love it. I can already tell how much money it's going to save me. Okay, so now this is what we have. We have both coming out there, and that's what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to knot this off. I'm just going to make a simple knot like that, nice and tight. And then I'm going to cut it down fairly short. I don't want a whole lot of overhanging ribbon, so we're just going to trim that up. Perfect. And I've got to hurry this up. We're going to go ahead and burn the end just a bit, just to keep it from fraying. And I picked up this tip from Momo, and I love it because my ribbons used to fray like crazy. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and adhere this down. I'm going to use the ATG. Now I didn't put any directly down here because I don't want any of it to show through. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Zig 2-way just to put a bit of adhesive down on that part. Then we're going to go ahead and mat this on our card base, just like that. Oh, I love this look. That looks so pretty this way. Okay, now there's our card base. Perfect. Okay, we'll put that over there. Next we're going to work with our owl.